Today, we confer an honorary degree upon David Cornhill in acknowledgement of his accomplishments as an energy industry innovator and pioneer, and I'm delighted to welcome him to this convocation. And to present our distinguished candidate, I will now call upon Dean Robert Kennedy, Richard Ivey School of Business.
David Cornhill. David is a true innovator in the energy industry, and his progress in this sector is unparalleled. In 1994, he started from zero when he founded the energy infrastructure company AltaGas. In 20 years, the company has grown to 1,500 employees across North America and has a valuation of over $8 billion. In addition to being successful, AltaGas is a good corporate citizen. The company supports causes such as health, social services, education, and First Nations entrepreneurship. Most notably, in 2014, the company provided $500,000 to the Indian Business Corporation, an Aboriginal financial institution, so it could help First Nations entrepreneurs to start and grow businesses. Knowing firsthand how important it was for his company to have financial support, Mr. Cornhill wanted to do the same for others. His propensity to give back is exhibited in many ways. Mr. Cornhill is one of Ivey Business School's most generous philanthropic supporters. He made a significant donation in support of the new Richard Ivey building, established a student scholarship, and created the Cornhill Family Endowment, which through a gift matched by the Ivey family supports the school's highest priority needs. A proud alumnus who earned his Bachelor's of Science degree from Western in 1977 and an MBA from Ivey in 1980, he also gives back to the school with his time and advice. He has served as a member of Ivey's advisory board since 2006 and is currently a member of that board's executive committee. He also currently serves as an advisor to Ivey's exploration of a satellite campus in Calgary. Mr. Cornhill is a quiet-natured man at heart, but Ivey relies on him heavily for his sound and trusted advice. His commitment is fueled by warm memories of Ivey. He has said that the Ivey experience is, quote, all about the people and lively interchange between students and faculty, and that even after 30 years, the friends and sense of family are still there. That experience is a Cornhill family tradition. Mr. Cornhill's son, Andrew, who is here today, graduated from Ivey in 2013 with a combined HBA degree from Ivey and a Bachelor's in Engineering degree. His daughter, Aiden, is an Ivey HBA 2016 candidate working on a dual degree in medical sciences. Ivey is not the only beneficiary of Mr. Cornhill's generosity and guidance. He served as a mentor for the Women on Board mentoring program, of which Ivey is a founding sponsor. He also supports the Jane Goodall Institute of Canada, is a loyal donor to the United Way of Calgary and area, and has established the AltaGas Scholarship at the University of Windsor. He has received many awards over the years for his contributions. Several highlights include that he was named as Entrepreneur of the Year by Ernst & Young in 2000. He was the inaugural winner of the Ivey Leadership Award in 2010, and in that same year, the Ivey Alumni Association honored him with the Ivey Distinguished Service Award for his commitment and contributions to Ivey. Mr. Cornhill's success shows us that there are no limits to what you can do when you put your energy into your business, your people, and your community, and he has blazed a path that I hope you will follow. Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of the Vice Chancellor and in the name of the Senate, I ask you to confer the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa upon David Cornhill, a humble leader, generous philanthropist, and avid visionary whose dedication and devotion to developing the energy sector is evident.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor, I admit you to the degree Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Congratulations, Dr. Cornhill.
Thank you.
Well done. On behalf of all assembled here today, I should now like to invite our newest alumnus, Dr. David Cornhill, to address Convocation.
Thank you very much, and I'd like to thank family and friends who are here today. I'd like to thank the Western University for the honor I received today. I do feel it's a little premature. There's still a lot I want to accomplish, and at my ripe young age, I still think I'm just getting started. Since I first learned I was going to have to speak today, my mind was racing of what I should say. To speak in front of such a talented group is quite daunting. The graduating class is 565 students strong. Before entering Ivey, students were enrolled in 49 different programs and came from 20 different universities. There are 70 students graduating with dual degrees. Hearing stories about the class and their achievements, I clearly felt the pressure. Sometimes it's something like being asked to start a case when you really haven't read it. I think I have written a dozen speeches by now. My daughter's advice was be short and don't be controversial. I first thought I would discuss the role of the corporation in the 21st century, how corporations need to look beyond the narrow focus of the creation of shareholder value to a broader focus of the creation of social value. With my 35-year career in the broader energy business, I thought I should discuss the need for energy to grow the economy and the challenges we face to realize that growth with the need to contain CO2 emissions. Then I thought I could discuss some of Malcolm Gladwell's books like David and Goliath and The Outliers and how it could apply to business strategies today. But I'm happy to tell you I'm not going to discuss any of those topics today. But I'd be very happy to discuss them at a later date. Today I want to talk about an event I attended 2 weeks ago. I attended the opening of my company's Northwest Run-of-River hydro projects in Northwest BC on the traditional lands of the Tahltan Nation. The event was held at the confluence of the Forest Kerr and Iskut rivers, an hour-and-a-half helicopter ride north of Terrace, BC. The project cost over $1 billion and is about 15% the size of Niagara Falls Run-of-River hydro generation facility here in Ontario. The accomplishment of building the project is not what's important. What is important is the opportunity it creates for the Tahltan people for generations to come, and the long-term clean, renewable energy supply for over 250,000 homes in British Columbia. One of the Tahltan elders who grew up trapping and fishing in the region told us at the event, "My mother would have been against all change and development, but I understand respectful development is good for our nation and good for our young people. His courage and vision is to be admired." I'd like to read a few words from my speech at commissioning. It also saved me a little work here so I could reuse it. I'm recycling. The commissioning of the Northwest projects is not the end of a journey, but the beginning of a long journey together. Today we begin a journey to make our grandchildren and great-grandchildren proud of what we have accomplished today. We will succeed if we respect the land, ensure the benefits are shared, and lifelong friendships are nurtured. For you, the soon-to-be graduates, today is not about the ending of a journey, even if it feels like it. Graduating from Ivey is a great accomplishment, and I can assure you, you are well prepared, even if you question that fact when you are doing all those cases, reports, and group studies. Today is the beginning of a journey of many opportunities and challenges. Your generation will have the responsibility to respect the land, ensure benefits are shared, and nurture lifelong friendships made at Ivey. My generation has a responsibility to support and aid you wherever possible. And I am keeping it short. One last thought from a friend and former Ivey grad. To be successful, one must not only see the strategic opportunities, one must have the courage to act on them. The big part of success is due to not going with the grain, but going against it. Congratulations, class of 2015. Have the courage to act on the many opportunities in front of you. Thank you very much.